Welcome to Seed World 360. Meet Kelly, Barany and Don Hubble of Chinridge Seeds in Alberta, a family-run business rooted in more than 6 decades of experience. From building strong systems to embracing new technology, Kelly and Don carry forward a tradition of quality, trust, and opportunity for farmers across the prairies. Welcome to this episode of The Family Line. Kelly, Don, thank you for joining me here in Victoria for the CSGA meeting. How are you both today?
Awesome.
Doing really great, Mark. Thank you.
And we're going to be talking to you about Chinridge Seeds. Now, Chinridge Seeds has been around for decades. We're going to do a little bit of a different format here. I'm going to ask you to answer in one word and then explain your answer to me.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Okay.
Excellent. What's one word that describes the value that you offer customers today?
Experience.
Now, what does that look like in the way you do business? What difference does that experience make?
Well, our family has been growing seed, starting with my mom and dad, continuing with Don and I for the last 60 years or more. And we've been cleaning seed for over 40 years. So we know the ins and outs of growing seed and we can offer an excellent quality seed, an excellent service to our customers.
Now, farmers, as you know, have a lot of choice when it comes to seed suppliers. I don't have to tell you that. What's the one word that explains why your customers keep coming back to Chinridge?
Mark, I think it'd be trust. And, I think for us, it really means we spend a lot of time working with our customers, working with the farmers to try and pick the varieties that are best for their farms, best for their situations. And we're really trying to do is maximize the economic opportunity, the value that they can have for their farm in any given season. That's what we're trying to do. Work with them to do that. And I think they trust us to do that.
So, Kelly, you and Don brought big industry experience into the seed business. What's one word that sums up what your corporate background brings to Chinridge today?
I think I would say systems.
And what difference does that make to your customers?
Well, the one thing we know from our experience is that you need to have systems in place to make sure that the right steps are followed from growing the seed, cleaning the seed, and selling it to the customer to make sure that, we have excellent seed and we have excellent service. And so that's, I think, what I would say we've been able to bring to our business. And also we keep working on improving that.
Yeah, I think that really with the systems, the focus is having a system in place, having the right people in place, and then improving the system, that continuous improvement philosophy, make things better over time, right?
Now, you both made some strong investments in technology and equipment. What's one word that captures the impact of tools like Seed Tracker and your recently added color sorter?
Mark, I think it would be efficiency. And really what it's translated into for our customers is providing faster, more accurate service. So we'd be able to provide better service to our customers. And then with the color sorter and other improvements we made to our seed plant, we're really able to provide purer seed, so better quality product for our customers. We've increased the throughput of our seed plant, so we're able to do more with less faster.
Now, you work with multiple seed suppliers like SeedNet and Secan. What's one word that describes the benefit of that approach to your customers?
Well, all those suppliers are awesome. We work with some great companies, but the main thing is choice.
Choice. So why is offering more choice important?
Well, we really want to ensure that our customers have the best variety for their farm and make sure that they have access to those varieties. So that's why we deal with a number of different suppliers.
John Ed?
Well, a lot of suppliers will offer obviously different varieties. We have a very wide trading range. A lot of customers in a lot of different geographies, a lot of different places. And, they need some people need some very unique solutions, and working with different customers, different seed companies lets us get varieties and we test them on our farm, but then we can recommend what's right for an individual's. What we think is work with that person on what's right for their specific situation, right?
Now, there's a word that gets used a lot in this industry, and that's quality. What's a single word that defines what quality seed really means to you at Chinridge?
Well, I think for us, it would be satisfaction. Like at the end of the day, we want the customer to be satisfied. So we try and work to a very high standard of purity in our seed. And, there's a certified seed standard, and then there's kind of our standard. And what would we want to plant in our fields? Because we plant it too. So we want our customers to be satisfied with the product that they get and with the service. And ultimately, we want to treat people the way we would want to be treated, right?
Yeah. And I think the other piece of that is that we don't oversell varieties. We're very honest with our customers. We want them to be happy with how it performs in the field and feel that the variety has performed the way they expected it to.
Now, before I let you both go, what's one word you hope comes to mind when people hear the name Chinridge Seeds?
I think I would say opportunity. Yeah, because customers have the chance at the start of every seed season to control their seed. That's one of the few factors farmers can control. And we can make sure they have the best start at the start of the season with the best seed that's going to maximize the potential on their farm. So opportunity.
Well, that's why.
Oh, I think, when you think about the inputs and what you can control on the farm, as Kelly said, seed is one of the few things you can control. And it's probably your single biggest input on the farm, right? If you don't have a good start, you're not going to have a good finish. You have to start with a good seed. And really certified seed is truly the way to go. And it's the one thing you can't control on your side. But we'd love to work with people to help them pick the right seed for their operation.